It is 250th birthday of the U.S. I always put out a video around this time. Usually I do at least. One of those was me singing the Star Spangled Banner. 3 of the 4 verses of it are to muted fireworks a few years ago. Last year I put up recorded the entire parade of the Warsaw Volunteer Fire Department Rescue Squad's July 3rd parade, which includes fire departments and businesses and organizations around the area. That is up on the channel publicly. If a reaction channel finds this video or somebody sends this video to a reaction channel, they're more than welcome to react to that as well. I don't know how interesting it'll be, but you'll see a lot of fire apparatus and a lot of people here, and there's an announcer that says what each thing is. So you'll understand what it is. There's some bands there, and it wasn't copyright struck on my channel with the bands playing some copyrighted music, so I don't think it'd be copyright struck on your channel for the music either. So we have that. And this year, I'm going to do something different. I got the full fireworks that I'm going to put up as a second video, and then there's this video. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing a patriotic shirt. And I actually just bought this for this July 4th because I recently found out that I'm 27% Viking. So, you can tell by the blue eyes. Pretty good clue as it is. That's also the 95% of my blood that's Irish, Scottish, and English. So, but American grown, of course, because not only was I born in America, but my family immigrated here. The earliest was at least 1632. So yeah, we've been here a long time, and I have 2 known Revolutionary War ancestors: Lieutenant Daniel Kirtland, who was a veteran of the French and Indian War. He served as a lieutenant in Captain John Ely's company from 1775 until I'm not sure when he got out. I haven't been able to find the exact records of how long he was in John Ely's company, but he took part in the siege of Boston, which happened after the battles of Lexington and Concord. Then we have David Haroun, who was from Massachusetts. Lieutenant Daniel Kirtland was from Connecticut. David Haroun enlisted as a private on May 10, 1775, and served 2 months, 3 weeks, and 5 days in Captain John Ferguson's company, Colonel Timothy Danielson's regiment. He then, in February 23, 1777, enlisted as a private in Captain Lawrence Kemp's company, Colonel Leonard's regiment, and was discharged at Fort Ticonderoga on April 10, 1777. He then enlisted as a sergeant in Captain Hugh McClellan's company, Colonel David Wells's regiment, on September 22nd, 1777, and then was discharged on October 18th, 1777, with the rest of the Northern Army. So, Revolutionary War, been here a long time. Yeah, definitely American grown. Now the festivities you're going to see in this video is we're going to go to walking to the carnival, and you'll hear the fire siren going off, which I know a lot, if any reaction channels react to that, they're going to think it's a tornado siren. That's not the case. These sirens are used in New York State and many other states to sound when a fire department gets a fire call or an EMS call. They sound every time a fire department here gets a fire call or an EMS call. When I was in the fire department in Perry, New York, my pager would go off, the fire siren would go off, and I would be at the fire hall before the fire siren stopped sounding. So, yeah, that's what that is. It's not always a tornado siren, and if you're here visiting and you hear that sound, it does not necessarily mean a tornado is coming. If the weather's bad and then it sounds, yeah, then there's a tornado coming. But then we'll see some clips of the parade. Unfortunately, I did not get the beginning of the parade because I was shooting with my DSLR, and I had been taking star pictures a few days ago and did not realize that I hadn't changed my settings back. So I was shooting with a timer on and raw, and it just kind of ruined the video because I was messing with my camera, and the phone kind of dipped and stuff. So you'll see the Warsaw High School Band, the Alexander Fireman's Band, and the Attica High School Band. Unfortunately, both high school bands were not in the uniforms. It was 86 degrees, which is not that hot, but they had elected not to wear their uniforms, which is very unfortunate. I believe my videos on the parade in 2024 do have the marching Blue Devils in their full uniforms. I believe I do. I'm not sure. I haven't looked back and seen, but you have that. And then we'll walk around the carnival. You'll see the carnival. You'll see the fried Oreos, the funnel cakes, stuff. I didn't go up to different stands and stuff, so it's just showing what the carnival is. Because I'm not a vlogger, I'm not something like that. I'm not going to walk around and talking to the camera like that. I'm not going to do that. I just was very discreet, filming, trying to show everything. And you'll see that. And then I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing all 4 verses of the Star Spangled Banner at the end of the video to muted fireworks. So, there, you have that. So that's what this video is, and the next video will be the entire fireworks show, which it's not as loud, so if you get, it's not as loud recording on my phone. My phone tones down the volume quite a bit, so if you have somebody who doesn't really like the loud noises, it's not going to be that loud on the video. So, that's that. Enjoy, and if you're a reaction channel, this is what the, by the way, this is in Warsaw, New York, which is here. New York City's down there. It's 5.5 hours if you go through Pennsylvania and New Jersey to get to New York City. Yeah, we're nowhere near New York City. Most of New York is nowhere near New York City. So, there you go.
Pick up some of the candy that they throw?
Huh?
Can you pick up some?
No, I'm not picking up the candy. The candy's for kids. I'm always going across the
Another round of applause.
Little change of plans here. Now, I had planned to do all 4 verses of the Star Spangled Banner, but I found that I actually had a video clip which is the last bit of the 23-minute fireworks show, which is the full video of the fireworks will be up on the channel as well. But I decided I have this video clip that's almost 4 minutes long. That's perfect timing for the 3 verses of the Star Spangled Banner, which should take about 1:20 to get through each one. So that would be perfect timing for the 3 verses instead of doing 4. So instead of cutting a video clip up, and making it be all 4 verses, I'll just make it 3. It's much easier. So we're going to check this and also say something about the bicentennial, which was 50 years ago. Now, a lot of foreigners, if any reaction channels react to this video, which again you're more than welcome to, you're fine, and you're more than welcome to react to the parade video from 2024, both parade videos from 2024 if you wish. Railroads across the nation painted locomotives especially for the bicentennial, like this locomotive, which is an HO scale model of the real Cotton Belt 9389. And every single railroad in the U.S. painted a locomotive or multiple locomotives for the bicentennial. In fact, I think Cotton Belt had 3 of them, had at least 2 or 3 of them. Southern Pacific, which owned Cotton Belt, you can see the SP on the end, also had bicentennial locomotives. So did a variety of other railroads, including Genesee, Wyoming, here in Western New York had 2 actually. I think they had 2. And a variety of other railroads, including Erie, Lackawanna, which is another local railroad to here. This one was actually painted before the bicentennial actually happened, and the railroad that it's painted for did not exist when the bicentennial actually happened, but it was painted beforehand. Then we have the Elgin, Julian Eastern, another bicentennial locomotive, and they only had 1, but these are the only 3 bicentennial locomotives in my HO scale locomotive collection, which is, I have plenty, because this is a model railroading and rail painting channel. But figured I should put those in here because it's a patriotic video. I should put my bicentennial locomotives in it, wouldn't you say? So I do not have any models of the 250th anniversary locomotives. They do exist. There are real ones out there. I'm sure you can find photos of them online. In fact, I know you can. You can find photos of their bicentennial locomotives. Just look up bicentennial locomotives, and you'll see pictures of every single one of them. So now we'll go into me singing the 1st, 2nd, and 4th verses of the Star Spangled Banner to a very much reduced audio of the fireworks show in Warsaw, New York. Quick note, seizure warning, because there is a lot of flashing lights at the end of this. It is mostly the big bright flash ones, and they just go off, go off, go off, go off, go off. So if you have seizures, not a video for you to watch.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. On the shore dimly seen through the mists of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes, what is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches a gleam of the morning's first beam, then for glory reflected, now shines in the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner, oh, long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it ever, when freedmen shall stand between the loved home and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace. May the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto: in God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the